GK Jain Schools, a great way to start your child's early education.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Dear children, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe our school YouTube channel.
Good evening children, this is Padma from GK Jain Schools. Today we are going to see about basic algebra from 11th mathematics. The topic we are going to see is partial fractions. That is how to solve the partial fractions using decompositions. Let's move on to the topic now. Partial fractions is defined as the rational expression f of x by g of x if the degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, and g of x can be factored into linear factors and quadratic factors without real zeros. So this is the exercise. Let's move on to the exercise. Exercise 2.9. Resolve the following rational expressions into partial fractions. So we'll start off with the second sum because the first sum is very easy, which you can do it as homework. Second question, 3x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x plus 1. As per the definition of partial fractions, we can split them into linear factors or quadratic factors. So we are going to split it over here. A by the first factor, that is x minus 2, and b by the second factor, that is x plus 1. Now what you have to do, you have to take the LCM. Okay, so if I'm taking the LCM, this will be a into x plus 1 plus b into x minus 2, where the denominators becomes the same. See, in the LHS and in the RHS, the denominator has become the same. Either you can cancel them and you can equate the numerator, or else you can just consider the numerators also. Equating the numerators, I am getting 3x plus 1 is equal to a into x plus 1 plus b into x minus 2. Now my aim is to eliminate any one of the variable to get the value of the other variable. So for example, if I am going to substitute x as 2, this b into 2 minus 2 will make b to be 0 and it will be automatically eliminated, so that I will reach the value of a. So when I am substituting x as 2, I am getting 3a equal to 7. So a is equal to 7 by 3. So after getting the value of a as 7 by 3, what you can do, you can substitute the value of a by eliminating b. Okay, so to eliminate b or a, since we have arrived at the value of a there, we are supposed to find the value of b here. So what value I have to substitute for x so that a will be eliminated? So I have to take x as minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1, a will go off. So I will get the value of b to be 2 by 3. So after getting the values, I have to substitute back. So 3x plus 1 by x minus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to 7 by 3 into x minus 2 plus 2 by 3 into x plus 1. Now the third sum, x divided by x square plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 2. So let the expression be equal to, see the denominator we are having 4 factors, x minus 1, x plus 2, 2 factors, and here you are having x square, which means it consists of 2 factors. So totally 4, so we have to split them as a factor of 4. So a by x minus 1, b by x plus 2 plus cx plus d divided by x square plus 1. So this will be, you have to take the LCM. So here it will be, here I am having only x minus 1. So what are the terms left out here? X plus 2 and x square plus 1 has to be multiplied with a. And for b, x minus 1 and x square plus 1 has to be multiplied. And for cx plus d, x minus 1 and x plus 2 has to be multiplied. Now cancelling the denominators, I will equate only the numerators. So here the numerator is only x. So x is equal to such a long expression, a into x plus 2 into x square plus 1 plus b into x minus 1 into x square plus 1 plus cx plus d into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Now put x is equal to 1. So my aim, I told you, you have to eliminate one variable to get the value of the other variables. So see, but substituting some value which is getting eliminated, first we will go for that. So here also x minus 1, here also x minus 1. So when I am substituting x is equal to 1, there is possibility for me to eliminate this b as well as this terms. So I am substituting x as 1 here. So this 1 minus 1 will become 0. This 1 minus 1 will also become 0. So what happens? So here it is 1 is equal to a into 3 2s, because a will not become 0, whereas b is becoming 0 and c plus d is also becoming 0 since this expression is becoming 0. So automatically I will get it to be 6a is equal to 1, from which I am getting the value of a to be 1 by 6. After getting the value of 1 by 6, now I have to look out for some other variable number, on which substituting that I should get eliminating the some other variable. Okay, so what I am doing, I am taking x as minus 2. When I am taking x as minus 2, I am eliminating a here. Can you all see? Minus 2 plus 2 makes a to be eliminated from the expression, whereas b is there and c is also getting eliminated, because c is also having that expression x plus 2. So when I am substituting x as minus 2, it also goes off. So here I am getting minus 2 is equal to minus 15b. So b is equal to 2 by 15. So children, after substituting the various possibilities available in the given question, as per the given question, after substituting the numericals and eliminating them, will not have, when time comes, like we are not having any exceptions, any numbers to substitute, you can go ahead with 0. So I am also going ahead with 0. So when I am substituting x as 0, I am getting the equation like this: 0 is equal to 2a minus b minus 2d. So here I can substitute the value of a and b, which I have already found out to be 1 by 6 and 2 by 15. So when I am substituting the value of a and b, I will get the value of d here, correct? So this is 2 by 6 minus 2 by 15 is equal to 2d. So when I am taking the LCM, d value I am getting it to be 1 by 10. Now see, I have checked out with the possibilities available as per the expression, that is I have taken 1 and minus 2, I have got the values of 2. Then when I am left out with the left out with the chances, possibilities, available possibilities, I have to go ahead with 0, I said. After 0 also, if you want to find out some other value, means you have to start with the least number. Least number means after 0 will start with minus 1. Minus 1 means where I will take x to be minus 1 roughly. So I will get an equation like minus 1 is equal to 2a minus 4b plus 2c minus 2d. Here I will substitute whatever value I have got it already. So that is a, b and d. So I am getting like this: minus 1 by 3 minus 8 by 15 plus 2c minus 1 by 5 equal to minus 1. So I will take 2c is equal to this expression, and 2c is equal to 6 minus 15 by 15. So c is equal to minus 9 by 30, or c is equal to minus 3 by 10. So now we will substitute all the values together. Now we will see the fourth sum: x divided by x minus 1 the whole cube. What do you mean by whole cube? It means 3 factors are there. So x divided by x minus 1 the whole cube is equal to a by 1 factor, b by the factor the whole square, plus c by the factor the whole cube. Now take LCM. Here you are having x minus 1 alone. So what has to be multiplied in the numerator? X minus 1 the whole square. Here already you are having x minus 1 the whole square. So you have to multiply with x minus 1. Here the LCM itself is getting satisfied. So no need to multiply anything here. So you are having like this. Leaving the denominators, we will equate only the numerators. So when I am equating the numerator, I am getting it to be x is equal to a into x minus 1 the whole square plus b into x minus 1 plus c. Here the thing is, when I am substituting x as 1, both a and b will go off, correct? Because x, here also x is there, here also x is there, and when I am substituting 1 minus 1, this will also become 0, this will also become 0. So only c alone will exist, and c value I am getting it to be 1. So after the possible opportunities, possible availabilities, whatever numbers we can substitute depending upon the expression, only one possibility is there, that is 1 we have substituted, we got the value of c. Then I have to go ahead with 0. So when I am substituting 0, I am getting this equation. I told you after substituting 0, what you have to do? You have to go with the least number minus 1. There I am getting one more equation. So solving these two equations, so when I am solving these two equations, I am getting the value of a to be 0 and b to be 1. Then I will substitute in the given expression. So this is how you have to solve the sum. Because one value is becoming 0, the answer ends up as 1 by x minus 1 the whole square plus 1 by x minus 1 the whole cube. Now the fifth sum: 1 by x power 4 minus 1. What do you mean by x power 4? Means it is having 4 factors. So 1 by, I can write this as x power 4 minus 1 power 4, which is x square minus 1, x square plus 1. Right? And x square minus 1 can be written as x plus 1, x minus 1, a square minus b square formula. Now write this expression as partial fractions: a by x minus 1, b by x plus 1 plus cx plus d. Then after taking the LCM, here I am having only x minus 1. So I will multiply with x plus 1 and x square plus 1. For b I am having only x plus 1. So I will multiply with x minus 1 and x square plus 1. Cx plus d I am having only x square plus 1. So I will multiply with x minus 1, x plus 1. Now equating the numerators, first I am taking x as 1, which getting me the value of a to be 1 by 4. Then when I am substituting x as minus 4, I am getting the value of b to be minus 1 by 4. So after that, what I told you, after all the possibilities, you have to go ahead with 0. So when I am substituting 0, I got the value of d to be minus 1 by 2. And when I am substituting, see, already I have taken the chances of 1 and minus 1. I told you, after all the possibilities, you have to start with the least numbers, that is minus 1 and 1, which I have already taken for the expression. So here I will start with 2 then, okay, 2 or minus 2. So I am taking 2 over here. So I am getting the value of c to be 0. So after getting the value, here since I have got the value of d and here I have got the value of c, I will substitute it here. So this is how you have to do. So these sums are very, very important 5-mark sums, children.
So children, we have seen what is called partial fractions and how to solve the partial fractions using decomposition. The exercise is little bigger only, so we will continue with the exercise in the next class also. Thank you children.